With Andreas Theophanos, who's a professor of political economy at the University of Nicosia. Professor, there are allegations that the Cypriot president's inner circle is linked to a multi-million euro outflow of money. Are these claims being investigated, or is it just mudslinging?
Okay, it is true that we have seen reports about capital outflows. There would be full investigation, but obviously the point that I would like to make is that in addition to the economic crisis, already Cyprus is having a major political crisis as well. There will be reports, there will be investigations, but in any case the credibility of the system, both economic and political, is at very low level at this point.
Is it actually possible? So are these claims, I just want to clarify, these claims, are they being investigated even though you think they're just politically motivated? Are they being investigated?
You see, of course, economics and politics are related. We are hearing a lot. There would be full investigation, but again, I am pointing out that the fundamental point, irrespective of whether some political parties are trying to take advantage, at the same time, it is true that there have been acts that have made people very suspicious. And the issue is that credibility, again I repeat, credibility is at a very low level today.
So do you think it's actually possible for these special high-ranking depositors to escape the haircut that while everybody else is losing up to 60% of their savings?
Okay, the other element in relation to this, what I would like to stress in relation to this issue is that the most important point is to see how we address the crisis, how we get out of the recession. But the architecture of the Eurozone and the philosophy of the Troika and these policies certainly will make the recession into a depression. It is worthwhile pointing out that the restrictions on capital flows are much harsher than they were in 1974 when Turkey invaded. In 1974, the capital restrictions revolved around foreign transactions. Today, we also have internal restrictions, and this makes it extremely difficult.
So, from your perspective, was this bailout package a good deal for the Cypriots?
Not at all. It was not a bailout. It was a collective punishment. The amount of money that Cyprus required could have allowed a more gradual approach to addressing the economic structural problems. With these policies, not only the Cypriot financial system has suffered a serious blow, but the economy as well. And I have no doubt that this will have also a fallout effect on the Eurozone as a whole. Already, people outside Cyprus are indicating that confidence in the euro and the Eurozone has declined. And I don't think that this will be the end of it. In relation to Cyprus, I think in order to move forward, it will be important to go back to the pound at least temporarily, so that the country has the necessary tools, the fiscal tool and the monetary tool to address the crisis.
Okay, so Professor, let me ask you this then. Europe and Germany in particular are coughing up a lot of money to help bail out a lot of the countries that are having financial difficulties. Is it not fair that they should come up with something that can not only protect themselves, but also make sure that everybody else abides by the rules? So what I'm asking you is that the Cypriots may be angry, but should they be angry when they're getting help from the very people who are trying to help them?
Look, okay, we may go and try to find out the roots of the crisis and also the issue of abiding by the rules. I think that Cyprus was trying to enforce all regulations and laws. In relation to what Cyprus is accused money laundering, I mean, Cyprus is doing much better than countries like Germany. And I think this issue about money laundering, it was an excuse. I take this opportunity to also note that when these measures were announced, it has been reported that agents from German banks were coming to attract funds from Cyprus. Let me also say that what has happened to Cyprus is also related with a perverted image that they have created about Cyprus in the last few years. For example, that it's a place with money laundering, with a lot of
Professor, I'm running out of time.
And especially
Professor, I'm
Russia,
running out of time.
Also
I'm so
that Cyprus is a headache to the rest of Europe, and that was not true.
Professor, I'm very sorry to have interrupted you there, but I'm running out of time. Thank you very much for your time. Professor Andreas Theophanous, the Professor of Political Economy at the University of Nicosia.